Saban Field. This is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Couldn't find room for the big play. It'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside. It's Fletcher. That hole closed quickly. A pickup of 1 to the 15.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Makes a grab and room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. The Hurricanes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Off the play fake. Takes the easy completion. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Mensah. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He is stopped well short of the 1st down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rounding the football.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. He wants to change this route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Alabama pushing the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Keelan Russell. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
He'll pull it down. He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Russell will throw for it on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Got some room to run. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I think there's a couple of schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Got it. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Canes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Miami! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Riley. Got a little grass. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Looking for space to the left. Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown time. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here's Mensah to throw. Pressure coming. Kept it and he's past the marker. Slides past the sticks and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Defense in press coverage. Motion from the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Running inside, it's Fletcher. There's a little room there. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough, and there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows. This offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Throwing, Mensah makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. Him down to stop him short of picking up that first down.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Send the tight end in motion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Throwing Russell. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Right.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Still looking, on the move. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And the 3-ball locks us up as we get closer to the half.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Mensah makes the catch. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough. Make a better decision. Do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that wasn't an interception.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Man, and they tried the surprise onside to start the second half. And this game's a great game. It's been back and forth, tie football game. Maybe trying to jumpstart yourself. But I'll tell you what, now you've put your defense in a bind. Let's see how they respond.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And they're able to get him on the ground.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Under fire. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or... Listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope.
Touchdown, Canes! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple more plays into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Rodgers. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Took it all the way back to the house. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Coming out with it, it's Rodgers. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Alabama quickly back to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Fires to the middle. Fires it incomplete.
Well, everything on that play started off great. The offensive line gave a great pocket to the QB to survey downfield. He found the open receiver. You just got to finish the play. Receiver, you got to make that catch.
Quick completion on the out route. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense got it. They're on the run. All by himself down the middle. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
This is just complimentary football, and we're seeing it now. Offense scoring points and the defense doing their job. Great job flying to the ball, forcing that football loose, picking it up, convoy to go score, David. Everything going their way.
Yeah, everything going their way, making plays, and this offense is going to have to find some answers. Now dug yourself a hole. Going to get in predominantly passing situations. This offense has got to find something fast.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Rodgers. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
He has just never been able to get into a rhythm in this game. He's already thrown 3 picks. He's been hit a lot. That time throwing off his back foot forces another incompletion.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Canes. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense and make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Hill. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Russell on play action. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Russell. Here's the pressure. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations. With this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell on target. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He wants to go deep. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Takes it the other way. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Throws it deep. Got it. score! Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Scott. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Snags it on the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Alabama quickly back to the line. Takes the handoff. It's Riley. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Keelan Russell knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Russell from the gun on third down. Going for 6. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Again, it's Russell. Oh, they're after him. Flying the friendly skies. You want something to be able to feel positive about after this game, and maybe that late touchdown will do it.
And Reese, I'm positive that stat counts on my stat line. Keep playing. Keep piling up those stats. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Throwing Russell. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the two-point conversion.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession. Here
comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator.
Turning it on! And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
He'll bring it out. It's Scott. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Russell. Catch in the middle, it's Riley. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
The run inside. It's Riley. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Alabama pushing the tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Russell.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Got room on the return. And they can't. A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. The Tide head coach told me this is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's Mensah to throw. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The corners are walked up tight. On the ground, it's Fletcher. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Canes headed quickly to the line. Trying play action. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Upstairs, he's got it. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Hurricanes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They're going to run it. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Got it. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap shot.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
They'll run it from the gun. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. So Miami signals for a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Riley. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Russell. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. And the Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. Off play action. Rushes on him. Myers on the move. Touchdown, Miami! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it out. It's Scott. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Here's a heat. Oh, it's picked off. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Throwing, Mensah. Makes the catch. It's Fletcher. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That's a 20. He's got space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Bunch formation for these receivers. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Mensah fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. So now on comes the field goal unit. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Good, right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Rodgers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Looking for room, it's Hill. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Russell. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Got a man, it's Rodgers. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Alabama quickly back to the line.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Keelan Russell. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
4th down and 10 and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing Russell. They go to the wide receiver screen. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield, it's Russell. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Motion from the wideout. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen. But you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Bama!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a crease, it's Fletcher. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They'll run play action. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Gonna let it fly. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Russell looking for a big play. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the 1st play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line, you got a lot of space to still throw. Get your receivers open and try to make plays in the passing game.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Breaks into the open. They've got the 1st down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Look out, he's got room. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Russell on play action. Here comes the heat. Quickly to the tight end. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Now the Tide uses its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And guys, that field goal draws us even at close to halftime.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He'll get rid of it. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. The Hurricanes will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Coming out with it, it's Scott. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Wide open on the right. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And that one will give them the lead.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Now they'll try to answer that opening scoring drive here in the second half. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Here's Mensah to throw. Plucks it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Today, it's not been easy throwing the ball. You got to give this defense credit because on the back end, they have been there. They have been in the hip pocket of these receivers, making completions very, very difficult to come by. That time, 2 guys go up for it, and the defense wins again.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Offense staying on the field there in hurry-up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Picks up the first down. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Keelan Russell got the back over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Dropping back, it's Russell. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They go play action with Russell. Buys a little time with his feet. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Try to barge their way in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape. So the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Throwing, Mensah. Looking to the big tight end. The sure hands, it's Lofton. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback keeper. Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with 3rd and a yard. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. A run for the quarterback. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Canes moving quickly to the line. Mensah throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Gonna take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Got enough for the first. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They'll give it to him again. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Russell on play action. On the move to his left. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left, wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. Quarterback may change this route. Russell will throw for it on fourth. Gonna take a shot. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They're dealing with a second and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Throwing Russell. Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Gonna run it. It's Riley. He's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain, and let's see what they do on fourth down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last fourth down.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Leaping grab for a big gain. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Canes will hustle to the line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And this just hasn't been his day, man. He's already thrown some interceptions and leaving the ball short, like just not getting to his receiver. He's got to do something to change the mojo up, because right now he's not playing well, and at this rate, he might be going to the pine.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Unleashes one deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
And I love the IQ.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Fires to the right. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Here's Mensah to throw. Into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Going the other way, and he's got room.